Hey y'all.
What's going on?
Um, dues paid. Entertainment
You see it right here on the left.
in
EPE, man.
the
You
building.
know what I mean? You know what I mean? We here.
Building.
And right here, we right here.
Just getting some stuff together, and we gonna get into these
All
questions.
right, all right. Sound good.
Let me get this setup going, and let me invite some people.
All right, all right, all right.
If you want to invite some people, feel free.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, so we can get a crowd going on.
Yeah, dude, tight in the building. What's up, Top Cat? Yeah.
What you do today?
Oh, man, we dropped a single today.
No
So it's
way.
going. Yeah, we dropped two of them. So today we just dropped Top Cat's first single. It's called Goon Shit. It's out there right now on all platforms, and also me, Top Cat, and Fonz of the Mob Fam. We just dropped our single called Ready Set Go, which been booming like crazy since like we performed it in Texas. So like we've been getting a bunch of love for that. So we had like Texas, what else? New York been going crazy with it, so we just dropped it for everybody to check it out. Yeah, so it's all right now on all platforms.
Yay. Do you have
Yep, yep,
you
yep.
to play for us later?
Yeah, yeah, we can play a little bit.
Okay.
We'll play a little bit.
Huh?
Let me get this set up.
Guess what I got? It's finna blow your mind. I've been meaning to send it to you.
Oh my goodness, what you got?
Troy's Beats mixtape.
Wow,
Troy songs. What
wow,
is this? What's this? Remember this?
what?
Oh, Jimmy in the
Right, 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 right. Hey, that's love, man. That's love.
Yes.
Hey, I was about to be almost 20 years old.
So I got the classic.
Yeah, you do. You do. You got the classic. Man, that's about to be 20. We about to do it. We're going to do a 20-year anniversary for that real
Yes,
soon. So,
it is.
yeah, 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 yeah. You even wrote some lyrics on that album too.
I did.
You wrote some lyrics on that album too. Yeah.
Spit.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, on the Spitfire. Yeah. That's the one that I was looking like this and you know what I mean? The famous over the hoodie face.
Guess what else I got?
What else you got?
Girl from the Bay.
Wow.
Beats.
Man, we're gonna have to download those and send them to me.
I know. I've been.
I wonder
You've
what
been.
bangers is on there, man.
I know. It's my
Yeah,
time. Show is.
yeah, yeah, man. Yeah, the CDs though, yep, man. I'm telling you, you took it back with that.
And I'm
She
too.
took it back with that. You know how far we go back though.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Speaking of, we've been known each other for a long time.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Probably like 25 years or something.
Wow, yeah.
Something
Probably
like that.
about 25, 26. Yeah, about 25, 26 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I was what, like 18 when I met you? 19?
I was like 18. He was 18. 17 going on 18.
Oh yeah, because I didn't
Yeah.
say high school yet, right?
Nah, you was still at You were still going to school. You were still going to McAteer.
Yeah.
You were still going to McAteer at the time, and you was working you was the candy girl
The can.
at
Yeah.
at the Metreon.
Yeah.
When you
Exactly.
first walked in back in the day, you first walked in.
Yep.
Yeah,
That candy stand, and then I think they turned into the CD stand, and then y'all used to
yeah,
all come and visit me and turn up the music,
yeah,
and
yeah, yeah, yeah.
everybody used to do that because it was right there by the
Right
by the
there.
counter, and then
Yeah, right there by the counter, right by the stairs, before you go upstairs to the theater in the second floor.
exactly because they was mad. It was like we can't even hear the customers talk. Crickets. The music is too loud.
Hey, we used to have that thing slapping over there like that, and then we used to go into the PlayStation store and play like all the PlayStation games. Like
Yes,
man,
exactly.
like man, for real, for real. Like we used to do that. That used to be wild.
This is what we need: real Bay Area background history and organic rappers from the scope. Yes, exactly. Because for y'all who don't know, I'm from the Bay too. So
Yes, she is. Yes, she is. Sucker free right there. She from the sucker free.
it,
Yeah.
I'm from the Bay for real. I'm from Frisco, from Hunters Point, West,
Mm-hmm. Right.
Gutta Gutta. Like
Right.
you, a lot of people would never know. You know what I mean? They think, oh,
Not at all.
are you from what they say, Baldwin Hills? I don't even care.
Baldwin Hills, nah.
You from
Baldwin Hills, never that. Never that. You real gutter for real, man. Hey, remember we used to be in front of your house rapping and shit, playing music. We used to be in front of the house on the
mm,
block,
mm,
rapping and playing music.
mm,
You was
mm,
messing with No Name. I ain't gonna say his name, but you know who we talking about,
mhm.
Mr. No Name. And yeah, then we used to go to the studio in Oakland,
Yeah,
and we used to rap inside the. We had to rap in the living room. We rapped in the living room, and you had to be extra quiet. Shh.
yeah,
And we did that song with Fly More.
yes,
Back in the day, we did the song with Fly More. Yeah, that one. That's when we had the TNT Mob, the group. Yeah.
yes, exactly. So
Hmm.
that me into it. Okay, the TNT mob. Do you remember the members?
Yeah. It was me, you, Tay.
Mm-hmm.
Who else we had in there? It was me, you, Tay. We was the original three. It was me, you, and Tay was the original three.
Mm-hmm.
Then after that, we relaunched it again, and then that's when we had Just Ladies. We added Just Ladies on to the squad. That was J Neek and E Erica. We added them on to the squad before they broke off and did Just Ladies. Did their own thing. Uh, so who else we had on there? Oh, we had Dana on there one time. My boy Dana, he was part of it. Well, actually, he was part of it when we was the 415 Manolas. So it's like Frisco and Oakland and LA, we just smashed it together. Yeah, that was like the first like high school group. We did that first, and then we used to go around and perform at different schools. So we performed at middle schools, high schools with the band, and that was tight too. I
Mm-hmm.
was back right there.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
man. The road.
I stole that.
That.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we the BART together.
Yeah. Catch the Bart.
Mm,
Yeah. You even showed me the picture back in the day when I had my little one. First I had my little one, we was traveling on Bart back and forth.
exactly.
Yeah, yeah.
She was like 1 year old or just hit
Yeah.
two or something like that. She just
Yeah.
started walking.
We just started walking. She was one. She was almost one. She wasn't even one yet. Yeah.
Yeah. Woo,
Already right there. Now she's 21.
woo, woo.
I tell you, man, she up there. That's my hip right there still.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's the same age as my nephew.
Yep, yep, yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Neff, Neff. Yeah. I need to do something with Neff too. He got flame.
He
Neff
do.
got flame. He got it righteously though. He got it righteously though. Y'all don't know, Miss Bird got him. She be going crazy on the mic. She be going crazy on the mic. Like right now, like the industry is full of women that's just bodying the music right now, and I think that's more of a safer. It's a safer investment now because you ain't gonna hear no women shooting each other and killing each other. So that's a safer investment.
You're right. But at the same time, when it comes to women in music, a lot of people don't want, unless they got like real money and real backing, they don't want to invest in us because it's like, oh, we got to get our hair done, our nails done, got to get all our little outfits. It costs a lot more money. You know what I mean? Compared to
Yeah.
throwing a white tee, some days or whatever. You know what I mean? And just
It'd be
rock.
good.
You know what I mean? So
That's real talk.
it's they gonna look at us more, but we cost more money.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I mean?
That is true.
So if they invest, it has to be like a real good reason, a real investment, and we really got to do some numbers for them to put up all that money because it's gonna be a lot of money.
Yep. That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
Organic
So
and independent. Yep, Mr. Boricua. T, what's up with you, boy? Hey, Mr. Boricua, he been with me for a while too, for a minute, man. He used to bring out the whips to the shows and stuff and make me look good in the whips,
hey,
sitting on the 24s and stuff like that. That's my boy right there, man.
hey.
Mr. Boricua Tone right there. That's my guy right there. Shout out to you, boy. Never forget where you from, man. Organic and independent. Yep, he know it. Been independent for a minute.
Right
Yep.
now, your record label is called Dues Pay Entertainment.
Yes. Dues paid entertainment. DPE. So basically, dues paid entertainment means like I pay my dues in these streets and in this music game and anything and anybody and everybody can rep dues paid entertainment. Like everybody can rep it because you pay your dues in anything you do. You know, like
Mhm.
you go to school for 12 years, you paid your dues, and now you got a good job. You got to pay your dues at your job for 3 months before you get paid good. You know, like that. So yeah, dues pay entertainment. So it's something like everybody that could do. They get everybody, anybody, and everybody can can gravitate to it.
So, who are the members now?
The members now is just me, Top Cat, and Fonz, and Tay Dozier. So that's it right now. Especially every now and then I got my big brother L7, so he still rock with us like that. But really, that's like steady active right now is me, Fonz, and Top Cat
Okay.
right now. So B3, yeah.
Okay. Um, what was, do you remember the first song you ever recorded on your first record label?
Yeah. The first song I recorded on there was called Rep the Bay. It was called Rep the Bay. Yeah, that was the first song I recorded on the record label. Yeah, produced by L7.
Oh.
He flipped that for me real good. Came in to the studio. He was making the beat, and I came in. I was like, "Oh, this slap." I was like, "Let me get this." And he was like, "You can't rock this." I said, "Watch." And then it turned out to be like one of my first biggest hits, like around the city. And it was let me see you rep the bay like this. 4 fingers in the air, dress shaking no quit. See me, I rep the 415 PHHP Lakeview, Sunnydale to the Mish. You know, represent the whole bay and the whole city where I was from. So that's basically just letting everybody know where I was from and represent where I'm from. Young
Uh,
Miller, the Don, I see you, baby boy. Salute, baby. Hey, let me shout out Don Miller real quick. He just jumped on here.
sure.
Me and Don Miller, that's if you don't know, he's another upcoming artist who's hot right now. He just dropped a single called Tank, which is booming right now. So y'all go check that out. You know what I mean? Young Miller the Don, man. We got a tour we working on too for another independent tour we working on. So be on the lookout for Bammy by any means necessary tour with me and him, man. Just be on the lookout. That's gonna go crazy. I'm
Hey.
telling you. Yeah. Next year, just be on the lookout, man. It's coming. It's coming. It's coming.
You always doing your
Yeah.
own tours, your own shows, your own everything. So I'm proud of you.
Thank you, thank you. Yeah, I got told no too many times, so I started doing it myself.
Not for real.
Like that, man. It's like can't nobody else tell you no if you could do it yourself. So if you got the knowledge and do it yourself and make yourself pop, then you good.
Right.
Like
Right.
that. And then I open up. I don't just hog it myself. I open up the doors for other artists and everybody else to get on and do their own thing too. Like other people that they probably want to look at or say no to. Like one of my biggest things I threw a party at El Recon in the city over 16th and over 16th Street, and it's called El Recon Throwback Little Club that independent artists used to go through and rock. We did a Skullback party, and the Skullback party I had every hood in there,
Hmm.
and it was like no beef, no drama, none of that. Everybody got on stage, did their songs. They even did their diss songs, like Sunnydale diss Lakeview, Lakeview diss is Sunnydale back, and it was like all smooth. So like that. So that's why we just kept it like and kept it going.
Gotcha.
Mhm.
So how'd you end up doing shows with rapper Paul Wall?
Oh man, shout out to Fee on that one, the Real Royalty uh company. So it's a company out of New York called Real Royalty. And so they saw our talent. So we went out there last year. I went to New York and did a couple shows. Did the This Is 50 interview
Yeah.
and rocked that, and then rocked her show. She had a smokeout show, so we rocked that. Then I did a magazine concert with Black. Shout out to Bet on Black. So I did a magazine show. She put me on the cover of her magazine, which was lit. And then we went out there and rocked that so hard. And then Real Royalty, they just reached out to me and was like, man, you talented. We want to work with you. I got a big concert jumping up in Texas. So I was like, okay, cool. Put me on. I'm down. I bring me and my whole camp come out. So they just, they made the play and then they end up promoting us and putting us on the banners and stuff like that. So instead of just me being an artist and coming in as an artist, I came in as a back end as what you call it as a come on, the word just left my mind right now. But I came in as an investor, so I invested into the party. So I was like, man, Deuce Pay Entertainment is going to invest this, and Deuce Pay Entertainment is going to back up T-Roy Fonz and Top Cat for the whole thing. So we came in as an investor. So the company came in as an investor, and then we went on and did our thing out there with Paul Wall. It was lit. Shout out to my boy Devin there who on here who just jumped on too. Uh, that's my other folks from New York too, man. Devonair was there rocking it too. Be on the lookout too. Me and Devonair got a project coming soon, man. I'm telling you, he one of the hottest in the game, man. Uh, Devonair, he had a song, right? It was hella crazy. So he had a song called "Hit Different," and we was on the radio, and I was like listening to my song get played on the radio, and I heard his song on the radio. Didn't even know that I was going to open up for him at his concert, and then because I didn't trip off what the name was, and the song was slapping, and I was telling everybody like, "Blood, this song go crazy." And then we went out. So I can't wait to meet this person, whoever did this song. I want to hear the song when we get up to New York. So we went to New York, and then me and Top Cat and we performed. We did a song called "Sipping on My Yak," and then after we got done performing, he jumped up, gave us the love, and we had a shot with him. And I was like, for sure, man. And then, I'm living there, looking around, partying, stuff like that, mingling with everybody. Then he jumps on stage and performs. And as soon as the beat kicked in, like, boom, 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 I was like, oh, shit, bro. This is the song I've been telling y'all about. It was like, oh, yeah. And I was like, oh, shit, that's him. Like, oh, shit. And we had it lit. And then ever since then, it's just been love. Yeah, so shout out to Devin there, man. Akakami. I think I'm probably saying his name in his album. But his album dropping the end of this month, too. Right there, so that's gonna be lit. I know I said it wrong. You laughing? I said it wrong with Devonair. Be on the lookout for Devonair album dropping at the end of the month, man.
Hey.
For real. And also, like, man, we got something we're cooking up too right now that we're gonna be dropping next year. So y'all be on the lookout on that too, man. For real, that's all fam. It's all love.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man.
Um. All y'all joining then y'all gotta hit me up too. Make sure y'all follow and everything like that too. DM me if you want to be on the podcast as well.
Yeah, make sure y'all DM Fur, man. She go
Yeah.
crazy.
And he is really the only one that really calls me Fur. Like, it just has to be like people in the crew.
Oh, my bad. Oh, see, there you go.
No,
He put the right name on there. So y'all look at that in the comments. Devin there put it in there. In the comments, that's the name of the album right there that's dropping on the 30th. So y'all make sure y'all get on there and slap that. He got classics on there. Trust me. He got
I
classics on there.
want
That's
to
my
hear.
brother right there. Yeah,
Yeah,
he got some
Devin,
stuff, man. Mm-hmm.
thank you. I'm gonna follow you back and send me a link to your music too.
Yeah, yeah, definitely do that. That's
A
my
lot
brother right there.
don't know, and I have to say this in like almost every interview. They were like, "How you start doing music?" Right? So of course, not me, blah blah blah, right? But you were the first person to put me in the studio.
For real?
Yeah,
Oh
and
shit.
I say almost every interview, like T-Roy. I did a an interview was coming out in a magazine soon. Actually, it's already out. I,
Oh, I looked that up.
um,
That's love. That's love.
it's already out. It's coming out. So yeah, I be like
Hey,
T-Roy. He the first.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's love.
So and it's
Hey,
funny,
for real.
huh?
Go ahead. What were you saying?
Remember when I first got in the studio and I was so nervous and I was like, and we did the song with the crew and
Yeah.
I was taking so long. It was an hour for me to even say something. I was like, 1, 2, 3, go, and I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, I'm gonna get it. 1, 2, 3, go. And I was like
Yeah.
so nervous, and it just did not come out. But when it
Oh
did,
man. Oh man. It came on fire for real. It came on fire. It did. It came on fire. And you was nervous. It took you a minute.
it
It
took
took
me.
you a minute.
It
It
was.
took you a minute.
It took.
It took you a minute to do it. It was like 1, 2, 3, go. You
You
like,
was.
come on, girl.
You,
I was like, come on, girl, you can do it. 1, 2, 3, go. I was like, oh, I'm too shy. Hey, well, once you got that confidence in, it was cool because I put a lot of people in the booth for the first time. Um, I put Top Cat in the booth for the first time. I put Jay Neek in the booth for the first time. I put a lot of people in the booth, especially when I had my own studio. When me and L7 had the studio rocking, the Deuce Pay Entertainment Studio, we put a lot of people in the booth for the first time. And, I work with a lot of people. I slow them down, I speed them up, because, I got a good ear for that talent, too. I help everybody out, try to make sure they get the best out of them when in the booth. Still to this day, we still talk kid and go back and forth and make each other better. And that's what we do as a camp. We may try to make you better and get the best out of you. Put my mom in the booth for the first time too. She's on my album. Yeah, yeah, she's on my album. She's on my Beautiful Disaster album called Take Me Away. So that's my mom singing on that one. But we did like 3 or 4 other songs before. Ain't no telling where they at though, but
right, right. That's how I
right,
do
yeah. Right,
stuff.
right, right. You got the archives right there, man.
Uh,
You got the archives. Yeah. You might have to Dropbox me some of those. Like, man, I'm gonna hear those
of
after
course.
this.
Of
Man, wow, you're gonna take me back.
course. You're
Ooh.
gonna be vibing.
Yeah, yeah, man.
Man,
He was going in. Yeah.
when you went to New York, is that where you met Rich Dollars from Love and Hip Hop?
Yep. I met Rich Dollars from Love and Hip Hop out there. He was actually at the Real Royalty concert, and Devonair was the headliner at. He
Okay.
was at that one, and also with Rich Dollars, he had us go to Denver and perform over there too. Yeah.
He kind of managing y'all in a way, or he just kind of like gave y'all the ways to like here, do this, like. How did he?
No, Rich Dollar just was like, y'all was hot. We want y'all to perform. And then what he did was he talked to Free of Real Royalty, and then they linked it up and got it together. So we roll with Real Royalty under the Real Royalty umbrella right now. And then that's how we got on to doing shows and stuff like that, like out of state, New York, Texas, stuff like that. So yeah. Shout out to Fee, G3, the Real Royalty family. That's what we did that.
Gotcha. So when you was in New York, boy,
Uh-huh.
you had a billboard in Times Square, and that was like,
Yes.
look at Troy.
Yes. We had a billboard in Times Square. And that's big. Like, I'm telling you, like, I shed a tear when I seen that. I shed a tear. Like, because you know where I came from the start.
Yeah,
So from coming from the Bay Area, rapping where don't hardly don't nobody really look at us as real rappers from California. They look at LA more than they look at us up in the Bay. So just to come from the trenches, the gutter out here, all the way to the East Coast, in the Mecca. That's like having a billboard or at a Walk of Hall of Fame, at a Walk of Fame in Hollywood. You know what I mean? Like that. But like just to do that, where everybody sees and everybody looking around, like it was kind of crazy just to see people to look at the billboard and then look at it and point at me like, hey, that's them right there. You know what I mean? Like that's you. Like, hold on, like, that was like fire. And that was so much love from that. That was like, man, I was like, oh yeah, that was big. And then also, hopping in the Uber and like they looking at the billboard like, hey, didn't I just see you? You know what I mean? Like
yeah,
that. And then like, hold on, like you got a billboard. We was like, yeah. And then they Shazam your music and your music pop up,
right,
like that. Also passing out the billboard flyer and people like, I seen this. Oh, that's you. Can you sign this for
right.
me? You know what I mean? Like that right there is just straight. That's love. That's millions of people that seen that, and then they gravitated to Dues Page, followed me. That's my got my music, and I just really jumping. Yeah, that was big right there.
Ooh, I know, and I know you did not want to leave
Oh
that area. I
no.
want to stay here in
Uh-uh.
my all day.
Right. It was man. That was like one of the best moments of my life. You know, I hate that. So we went crazy on that one. That was big. Mm-hmm.
Speaking of, what made you want to? How did you start?
Start with music.
Yeah, what made you want to do music?
Um, my family. I got a music orientated family. So like my grandmother sings and she plays the organ. My mom, she could sing the church roof off, with her beautiful voice. Me, I can't sing for nothing. I wish I could, because if I could sing, I'd be like the next Luther Vandross out here, boy, I tell you. But I can't sing. So what I did was I started rhyming. So when they used to give us like little speeches to say in church, they give you like the little Easter speech and your Christmas speech, we used to flip it up and change it up so we could make it sound good to a beat. And once you start doing that, like I just caught on to it and fell in love with it. Like listening to E40 back in the day, Tupac, the storyline. Like my favorite album from Tupac was Me Against the World. And
Mm,
then listening to that, and then how what I was going through, my teenage years. It's fuck everybody and shit like that. So like fuck the world was my shit.
mhm.
Temptation was my hit too, because I liked girls, so that was my one. And then what I used to do is I used to try to like rhyme the girls, so that's what it got me loving. So me rhyming the girls made the girls like me more, so that's how I got into it. And then when I was in high school, we used to rap during lunchtime. So the band, we would practice with the band, and the band get to playing the beat, like Phantom of the Opera or whatever like that, and I was to start rapping to it. And then one day my teacher heard me rapping, and I didn't even know he was in there. He was playing the piano, started adding the piano piece to it, and we was just going in. And he was like, man, you should turn this into a career. Like, you're very talented. Like, I could see you real big in lights one day. And then I just fell in love with it and kept it going. Yep.
Mm.
That's how we started. Yeah. And you know, it's been 50 years of hip hop, and I feel good that I've been a part of it for a good 15 years of it. You know, almost 20 years of it straight. So I feel good. Yeah.
You can, I gotta invite you to the BET Awards in October, so come to
Oh
Atlanta.
yeah, yeah. You know I'm coming. You know I'm gonna be there. You know I'm gonna be there. That's gonna be live. I gotta be there at that one.
Hip hop.
Gotta be there at the Hip Hop Awards. Yes, yes. I gotta be right there, sitting right next to you.
There.
Right, you everywhere.
Every
International fur.
fact. International.
Yes, yes. Actually I was in Cleveland. The past BET Awards. I was in Cleveland,
Mm,
and I was watching it live. I was watching it live before I went to my concert, and I seen you on there. And I seen you. I was like, oh my goodness! I was like, hey, I know her. Hey,
gotta
I
be
felt that felt good.
okay.
Yeah, yeah, that felt good to see you on that, and also to see you on Wildin' Out too. Come on now,
I know.
that right there. I couldn't stop cheesing when I seen you on Wildin' Out. I was like, yes, yes.
Like looking at myself is like, let me play it back. Let me play it back. And I
Yeah, right.
so I get tired of it, which I don't. I just take a break.
Come on, man.
Back again.
That's saved on my DVR. Quit playing. I can watch it anytime I want to. Like, hey, I know her right there. You know, that's big. Yeah, right?
I got him back. I took off his shirt.
Right. He had on some suspendies on there. That was crazy.
Yeah,
Oh
that was.
man.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm
Um,
my boy M Maze. What's up with M Maze, man? I'm my boy M Maze right there, man. He got some hot fire too. That's out. He cool. I call him like a little Will Smith, man. He be rapping with no cussing at all.
what?
He got gas. Yeah.
That's like
He
me.
got a song. He got a song called Off the Porch, and then he got that I'm getting a video too, which is fire. Like a little. He talking about a story about his first fight, which go crazy. So y'all check out M Maze too on all music platforms, man. Look him up.
Yeah, amazing. Me,
Yeah. Yo, send in your link, bro.
yeah.
You know me, look at it. See, I promote everybody still. That's what dudes play do. We promote everybody.
Yeah,
Anybody out there, if I got love for you, man, I'm gonna put you out there. I want to see everybody win.
yeah.
That's one thing that always been that way. I want to see everybody win. So yeah, that's what we've been doing.
So speaking of, a lot of people have been showing you love too. How you get a song with San Quinn, like a Bay Area legend, and then you turned around and you hopped on his podcast. Like, how's
Me and Sam Quinn, actually, me and Quinn go way back. Me and Quinn go way back. Hey, but me and Quinn go way back. Quinn used to come to my studio and rap with my boy L7, with my godbrother L7. So he used to come through and rap with L7, do little things like that. Actually, we go farther than that. My stepdad produced his Hustle Continue beat. So you know the do. So my stepdad produced that for him, and that's when I first met Quinn. Back then, and I was I was in middle school. I think I was like seventh, eighth grade. So that's the first time I met Quinn. And then, it's been cool. Like, I'm running to him every now and then, and then I started developing my own lane. So once I got my own lane, it was cool to link back up with him again in my own lane. And then we linked up again. We did a pre New Year's concert. So it was like the day before New Year's. So we did a pre New Year's concert turn up, which was lit. You'll hear us talk about a little bit on the podcast when the podcast dropped. So we did the pre New Year turn up, and then after that, my boy Fonz of the Mon Fam came out with the song Young OG, and he wanted me to jump on it, so I jumped on it, and I talked like what I'll be talking to my youngins like that. Then he ended up throwing Quinn on there, and Quinn ended up killing that up, and then I ended up jumping on his podcast. Shout out to Wayne Hayes. which back in the day I know him as Honest Bob. So Honest Bob used to host my shows and stuff like that. So that's Sam Quinn's manager now.
Mm.
And then also me and Quinn working on a project too that's coming pretty soon too. So that's another thing coming. Yeah, we got a project coming on. So it's the boss of the Skull and the Frisco mayor together, man. We going crazy.
A whole
Yeah.
together, like a whole CD.
A whole CD together. A whole CD. 15 songs. A whole CD.
Songs. Okay, so
15.
are y'all gonna have like y'all separate songs on the CD, or y'all gonna have like all y'all songs is gonna be like together, like y'all collabing on every song?
We collaborate on every song.
Wow,
Every
that's
song we collaborate on. Yeah. We collaborate on every song. Yeah. I thought about doing a solo song on there, but I was like, nah, I gotta soak all this up. You know? Like
that's
the rock with a Frisco legend like that, like I was like, man, I want to take it all in. I want to take
you
everything
gotta
in.
take it.
So yeah, that project, mm-hmm, take it all in. So it's gonna be beautiful. We're gonna shoot a couple of videos for it and everything. It's gonna be nice. You might, and you know, I'm gonna have to fly you out here back to the Bay, man, to be in the video.
I was
You know, right? You gotta bring International Fur back, man. I'm telling you, that's the new name. Her new name, y'all. International Fur. Y'all don't know it? Roy said it first.
you
Yeah,
did.
on first. Yeah, that's her new line right there.
Thank you. I do like that name though, International Fur.
Yeah,
That's suits.
yeah, that do. It do. Yeah, it suits you. With your shows, like, come on now, you've been on TV for a long time. Like, you even in a couple movies too, commercials. Like, you everywhere. I'll be watching you, and I'm just so proud and happy. I think the last concert we did together was in Stockton, right?
Yeah, when we opened up for Lazy Bone and
Yeah.
what's his name? Dang, his name is on the tip of my tongue. The little short rapper. Is he,
I forgot his name.
you know what
I know you're
I'm
talking
talking
about. I know you're talking about. I forgot his
Yeah,
name. Yeah. We did that one. That was crazy. That was
yeah,
fun. That was
yeah.
fun. That was fun.
That was
Also, speaking of Lazy Bone, I can't. I ain't gonna say nothing yet, but just know I got one of the Bone Thugs and Harmony coming out on my Cognac and Cufflinks project.
like the whole bones, all the bones.
Nah, just one. Just
Okay,
one.
Lazy.
I'm not gonna say which one, but just know it's coming soon.
Okay, okay.
Yeah. Also with a Chicago legend too.
Now
Yeah.
you share
Hmm.
stage with my old crush. He still kind of is my crush. My old crush, Mac Mall.
Oh, that's the big homie. Shout out to Mac Moore. Hey, that concert was live. We had a ball. Actually, I met Mac Moore. He was when he had the Gator. He was promoting this Gator. He was promoting that CD. He came to my school, and I told him then. I shook his hand. I grabbed the CD. I said, "Man, I'm gonna perform with you one day. Watch."
Mm-hmm.
Back then, and he was like, "All right, I'm gonna see you, little homie, when you get there." And then it ended up coming to fruition. Yeah, and they're rocking that stage, and it was so crazy. He even filmed me performing, and it was on his page for a little while too before he took it down. Yeah. And that stuff was big like that. And then yeah, and I told him, I said, remember I was a young homie. I told you I was gonna rock with you when you had the Gator. He started cracking up. He was like, yeah. He was like, I'm happy you did it. Like you said you was gonna do it. Like keep going. So that's why I tell everybody, if you're chasing dreams or whatever, keep pushing. Keep putting your first foot forward. As long as you keep walking, man, you're gonna make it.
Yeah, no, for real.
Nobody gonna stop you. Just keep going. Hmm.
Are you with him? I gotta get him on here.
Yeah. Okay, I'll reach out to him. Get him on here. Also,
Tell me.
I rocked with a bunch of big artists. I rock my first big artist I rocked with was my crush, Trina. That was crazy.
Mm,
Like I performed with
have a Trina
Trina.
show.
Huh?
You did have a Trina show.
Yeah. That was the first one. I performed with Trina. I performed with Lloyd, Lloyd, Lil Scrappy,
Scrappy
um,
for that.
yeah, T-Pain, uh, to a lot of people. Yeah, T-Pain was a big one too. That was crazy. Mm-hmm.
T-Pain go crazy on the stage too.
Oh my God. To see him perform live is, man. And at the time at the time I performed with T-Pain, he was pushing his Ringmaster album, the
Okay.
Ringleader album. So, just to see the stage and all the work that they put into it, like the practice and
The
everything.
circuit.
Yeah. Yep, the circus, T-Pain his live shows go crazy. I'm telling you. If y'all had never been to a T-Pain show, y'all missed out. I'm telling you, he was going crazy back then. And then he bought this chain, right? It just said big ass chain.
Yeah.
And was like, what the fuck you doing for it? And he was like, I don't know. Cause I think it was like a fan or something. I think it was like a fan or something told me he couldn't buy no big ass chain or some shit. And he did it just for the fuck of it. Like, really? Yeah.
T-Pain,
He did it for the fuck of it.
like I've been around T-Pain, like his first album. I was actually
Hmm.
with them, not with them per se, but my bro, he threw the concert.
Oh
Um,
yeah.
the Rich Kid and all them other people. So T-Pain, of course, was the
The
last
headline.
stuff like that. So we was all staying at the same hotel. We was all kicking it, and we went to the after party. I was backstage the whole time. You know what I mean? Took
Yeah.
pictures,
Yeah. Yeah.
all that. So his shows, he put a lot of energy in his shows. He does a
Hmm.
lot of scene. You know what I mean? He has
Yeah.
his breath
Yeah.
going on.
Man,
You know,
tell you he goes crazy. T-Pain, Young Dro. Young Dro is a good one. We rock with Young Dro too in LA. Also, Tay Dism. We rock with Tay Dism. We bring Tay Dism up to the Bay. He rocked with us too. Yeah, I
oh,
think I still got the video when he was shouting us all out too. And he was messing up the Goonaholics name. He was calling them goons and goblins and shit like that. That
uh,
shit was hella funny. Yeah, so we did that.
Tay,
Yeah,
was
we did.
at the hotel. Our rooms we had connector rooms.
Mm.
So we was kicking it or whatever.
Whatever, yeah. We was kicking it. We had a good time, whatever.
I had a big crush on Tay, so it was me and him was like, "What? You're my neighbor. You're my neighbor." Cause we was at the after party, and that was when I first met Neo. It was Neo's after party because he had a concert the same night. So we didn't go to T-Pain's after party. We went to Neo's after party.
Oh,
So
okay.
that's when me and Tay was talking. Of course, he flirting. Of course, I'm flirting because I already liked him anyway. And then
Yeah, yeah.
I ain't gonna say nothing else. But then,
But
like,
we get the gist of it.
huh?
We know it. Hey, Tay was cool. Tay was the homie. Tay
Yeah.
was cool. Tay
Tay,
Dizzle was cool, man.
yeah, he's
Yeah,
cool.
he had that Beat Me Up song. My Chevy sits so high, butterfly. Yeah, Tay was sick. He was cool. Hmm.
Mm, definitely. Hey, Pinstyle.
Um,
Um,
yeah.
so does anybody on here have any questions for T Roy? Y'all could go ahead and ask some questions if y'all want to. Also,
Yeah.
I want to ask you, how did you get an interview on iHeartRadio?
On
Yeah.
iHeartRadio, or this is 50.
You have one on iHeartRadio too. This
Yeah,
is 50. Yes.
yeah, yeah. Oh, iHeartRadio. We had a radio station. We had a radio show on iHeartRadio. It was a
Um,
DPE takeover on iHeartRadio.
yeah.
Yeah,
So
we had a DPE takeover show on iHeartRadio. So the DPE takeover that was plugged through Black. So Bet on Black, she was the plug, and we were just trying to get our music out to a massive audience that we knew something we can do. like I'm always trying to put my hand and my stamp on anything, everything I can do. So Black came to me and was like, I got my radio station because we was on her radio station at first, and then she said I'm about to branch out to iHeartRadio if you want to join. And then I was like, okay, cool. I got my DJ Mondocious, who was my DJ. So I was like, man, I hollered at him. I hollered at Mondocious. I hollered at my boy DJ LOC. I hollered at my other DJ, my first DJ Smoker, just to see, anybody who had a good time frame so we could rock. So what happened was, so what we did was, DJ Mondocious had the better slot time that was open for us, so it was cool. So me and him smashed together, got our heads together, like, okay, cool. So we did a DJ mix, put it out there just to see what it do, and then it actually it took off. So we got a lot of love for the first one. So we was like, okay, cool, let's keep it going. So we just did a DPE takeover. Also putting mainstream music with our music in there. So we was like sliding some DPE songs in there, or any other independent artist that wanted a song on there. So we just slide them on a mainstream mix. And then we came on at 5 o'clock. And then so from 5 o'clock from 5 to 6. So while you in the Bay on your way home, you slapping us.
Right.
And then also like in the East Coast, it was like you getting ready to go to the club at night. So that came on about 8 o'clock. So as you getting ready for the club, East Coast. And then we reached all the way out to Jerusalem and had people like in Jerusalem slapping too. So we had them rocking too, which was good. And they was all out there going crazy out there too. So that was good. And that was the time of them waking up. So that's like their morning show basically. And we started pushing the hard line on that for a good while. So we rocked it for about a good 6 months, a good half a year. And it was fun. We had a good time with that. But then, creative differences, we had to stop it for a little bit. But we definitely coming back though. We'll be back real soon.
Yeah.
Trust.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because I gotta check that out. You definitely have to send me something on that so I could check that out as well.
Yeah, I'll send you the link. I'll send you some mixes too.
Definitely.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah.
Okay. You got kids. So how does that work with like you traveling and everything with your kid, not with your kids, but you being gone, you doing shows and everything, and then you got your kids?
Yeah, so what I do is I try to spend as much time as I can with my kids before I leave. And what we do is we go out, we party, we have a good time. I talk to them, I tell them I'm about to leave, this is what I'm about to do. And then when I get out there, like I take pictures and send it to them. So they kind of like with me all the way while I'm out there. Before I get ready to rock the show, I kind of call them or send them a text message. Like I'm about to go on stage, talk to y'all in a minute. And they be like, okay, cool. So it's like they're with me all the time. So that's what I do. So when I come back home, like I be focused on them 100%. So that's how I do that. It's a good balance. And then also, like, it's cool because they listen to my music. They come with me to the studio. I bring it home as a test run and see what it do. Get their little ear, like that too. So they're fully involved with the music that I do, like that. So and they even fight over who's gonna run the company when I get ready to give it up to now, which is crazy. So yeah.
How old are you now? Because your daughter is 21.
Yeah. My junior, he's about to be 18 next month. And then my baby boy, Calvin, he just turned 16 right now. Yeah, so.
Wow.
Yeah. They're my babies, man. Yeah.
They is old. Because I've been, like, before they was even born, you know what I mean? I've been knowing.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, my God.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. You know me before they was even born, and now they here. Yep. We still rocking.
They had the old.
Still rocking.
Wow.
Up in the game, man. We up there. We seasoned.
We are.
Black don't cry. We seasoned.
Exactly.
Man, I still look like I'm in my 20s.
Because even nowadays, like, kids be looking like our age, or we be looking like the kids. It's like, and away.
Yeah, all the time. Yeah, we used to change that. I used to be like, man, it used to be crazy. So, but yeah, yeah, we all look the same now, which is great.
Mm-hmm. Because nobody could ever guess my age for real.
Mm-mm. I'll get it all wrong. I know the truth. I ain't gonna say it though, but you know, I know the truth. But you know, hey,
Of
all right,
course. We already
we
gave
still,
it earlier.
yeah, that was earlier, but you know, hey, some people they not good at math that fast. You know, they gotta count with their fingers still, like, you know.
Look, they gonna get it tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow they'll get it tomorrow. They'll be like, they'll be a day late and $1 short. Like, oh, come on, man, you should have been on it. You should have been on it. It's too late now. That was yesterday's talk. Yeah, that's cool though. Yeah,
Okay, so you were nominated with Atlantic Records for the 2022 Indie Awards, right?
yeah,
So
yes,
how did that
yeah,
happen?
yes. So they did a competition. Um, they did a competition to see, like, you know, the indie music who could put out, you know, their hits and stuff like that. So I put out my music, I put out my singles, and the singles like picked up, and I was getting a lot of love from it. And then I just kept pushing and just kept pushing hard line for it. And then like my singles was just jumping all over. I was like my song Count Money was going crazy. Uh, I had Count Money going crazy. I had um also I dropped the album with my brothers, so pre-trip, so that was going crazy. Um, Man Gonna Be a Man, You Ain't Never. So like, oh, I was just hitting them with a bunch of different hits and stuff like that. And then the Beautiful Disaster Project came out, so I was just promoting. And then when the Beautiful Disaster Project came out, they listened to it, and it was like they was loving the vibe, and they was loving how I was taking them through a journey of the album. So they was like from the beginning of the album to the end of the album, I took it through a journey, which is a beautiful disaster. Like it starts off good, and then yes, there's some hurt in there, but also we partying and having a good time all the way at the end, you know. And so that's what it is. So it made them feel like yeah, we can. I took them on a journey. They closed their eyes and listened to it, and then that's how I got nominated for the Indie Awards. And it was beautiful. I was juiced. I was happy I got nominated, but you know. I didn't win though, but it was good just to be nominated. It was cool. That was tight. That was a win anyway. Being nominated was a win. That lets me know I got bigger ears out there listening for me. You know, like I'm starting to get in the right hands. So
Yeah,
that's a beautiful thing. You
because
know what I mean?
yeah, I mean you
Mhm.
got them somewhere, right?
Yeah, 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 yeah. And that's the best thing. So, like, I got a plaque for my project. You know, it's on the walls and stuff like that. So at my grandma's house, which is great. And then so you know, we did good.
Congratulations.
Yeah, we did real good. Thank you. We did real good. Yeah, 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 yeah. So and then this year, you know, like the camp is doing good now. So I'm just pushing them a hard line right now. And then we're gonna drop actually next month we about to drop grown man shit coming out next month. I'm about to drop my real two. Realize everybody ain't loyal, my second mixtape.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, it's not my second one, but you know, my second, the part two to that series coming out in October. Um, Top Cat Top Cat got a project dropping. It's called Goons Day. It'll probably be dropping like December. I'm pushing for December for that one. And then my boy Fonz got a project coming out too. Uh, I don't forgot the name of it, but yeah, he got one coming out pretty soon too. So the whole camp, we all dropping. We dropping a group project be- called Grown Man Shit, and then after that, everybody's dropping their solo projects. Yeah, so that's
So
what the company's
how
doing.
did you find the people for your camp? Like how did that happen?
Oh man, so Top Cat is my baby brother, so he been with me from the gate, and then he came to my studio one day just to kick it after college. Cause I used to go down to LA and perform a lot at like a bunch of little parties and stuff like that, and college parties and stuff. And then it was him and his god brother, Big Bay. So they came to the studio right there, and Bay was like, "Man, I be rapping." Well, actually, I put him in the booth first. I had him do a hook for me. I
Mm.
had him do a hook for me, and he did the hook, and it came off fire. So I was like, "Ugh, here we go." I said, "That's your lane. If you ever start rapping, you know that's you right there." So then after that, he did he brung Bay in, somebody that could rap. So he brung Bay in. So Bay came and started rapping. I was like, "Oh, you rap? Okay, cool. I'm gonna give you this beat." I gave him a beat called "Tell Me When to Lose It," and then I was trying, do like a little hypey beat. So he took that, left to go eat, came back with a whole 32 bars, spit the whole 32 bars, and I was like, "Oh shit, hey, you fired, blood. Who you signed to?" He like, "I ain't signing nobody." And I was like, "Man, why don't you sign the Dues Pay?" He was like, "Oh, what?" He was like, "I'll sign if my brother come with
Mm.
me." And I was like, "Top Cat, you gonna perform? Like, you gonna join? Like, what's up? That's my little brother, man. It's good." And he was like, "Yeah." So I was like, "Okay, cool. Y'all go think of a name or whatever. Let me know." So the next day they came with a name called the Goonaholics, like that. So like, that's how I got the Goonaholics part of it. My fam with Fonz and them, I had them. Oh yeah, teach me how to lose. See Top Cat on there right there. He telling you. So that's the first song. And then they came through and it was ripping. But the first song I had Top Cat on, he did a hook for me and it was crazy. And then that's how that jumped off. Fonz of the Mon fam, I got them. They just Fonz came through, used to come through my studio rocking with Farad and Cali Soldiers. So it was a group called Cali Soldiers. He was coming through. And then once he bounced off to go by himself, then that's when he came and rocked with us. So that's when we signed the whole Mon fam, which became Fonz, Tay, and OJ at the time. And then that's why we got the camp going. Oh, what happened? Oh, Top Cat was on for a minute. I don't know what happened.
Mm.
So we did that. That's how that jumped off. And we just had it all lit. Yep.
Mm.
Yeah, yeah. So that's how I got them. Just ladies, just people that they come through that's very talented and they don't have nothing, no home base basically. And then I just open up my door and just make my company their home. So they come through and then, they rock with us. Like we had a lot of talented people come through Deuce Pay. Like we had Jules Jones, we had Jinx, which is now Raphael Andrews, come through Deuce Pay. We had Just Lady, huh?
Singer, songwriter, rapper.
Yeah, singer, songwriter, rapper. Yeah, that's Jinx. Yep, yeah, yeah, yeah. We had him. Yeah, yeah, Jinx. Yeah, he came through Deuce Pay. He came through, and I was gone for a minute. I came back, and then that's when he was already part of it. L7 grabbed him and snatched him up, put him in with the camp.
Mm.
So like me and Jinx even went out to Hawaii and killed up the stage too out there in Hawaii. Um, we had Just Ladies come through. We had Young Nail come through. Who's out there doing big things now. We had Millie come through.
Mm.
Oh man, we had a lot. We had our hand in a lot of people. Even Love Rance, he came through for a couple times. Young Mind, he came through. Well, he's not Young Mind no more. Now his name is Rise the Artist. Zach One came through. Um, yeah, so we worked with a lot of people that came through. Yeah, through Deuce Pay right there. So,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Yes, speaking of Jinx, like you and Jinx was like the first to really believe in me, for real, when it came to my music. I mean, people believed in me, but y'all like had me in the studio for real.
Yeah.
I'm on Jinx's album too. Remember the song?
Yeah, 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 yeah. You sure is on Jinx's project. Yeah.
Love like it, toes.
Yeah, 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 yep, yep. So, yep, that's my boy, man. Jinx, he had a song that was going crazy too called "Oh My Goodness," and I made up the dance for him and helped him out like that. So he was in there rocking. So we kind of took a little, it was like a little bit of Outcast dance that they used to did on So Fresh So Clean. So you know how you used to kick their legs, so we kick our legs and then we be like put our hands. I shine like wow, wow, like when Michael Jackson, can you feel it? You know. So that was that right there. L7 was on the beat going crazy with that one at the time. Uh, yeah, so we had a lot. a lot of great talent that came through Dues Paid, and a lot of great talent that came through with us too.
Miss Fur.
Yeah, make sure you follow her. Follow Miss Fur, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, so.
My name, MSFER.
Mm-hmm.
Look me
Yeah,
up.
so a lot of people came through. Also, Dues Paid opened up a lot of doors, put people on stage that never touched the stage either. Like we made a spot for a lot of people the first time on stage to actually perform. So we did that too. So that's crazy. Like I still got a lot of the flyers, the old school flyers and stuff like that, of all these different artists that's here and some that's not even here no more. Too, rest in peace. Like one person like my Uncle Steve, Beirut's, man, we had the Beirut's clothing line. And he never touched the stage before, so I was the first one to put him on stage and have him rocking. And you can see that show. It's still on YouTube to this day. And he was so nervous, and I was throwing like shirts in the crowd and all that. And yeah, so he came on to perform. So at El Recon, so we opened up the doors for a lot of people to perform for the first time too, which was great. Also did like I used to do big celebrations at the end of the year. I used to call them my winter jam. So I used to throw winter jams and like kind of like the independent summer jam, but we did it during the winter time. I'm about to bring that back too. Fuck that. I gotta bring that back again. That would used to be lit. So the winter jams, we did that. Put a lot of people on. And the winter jams, that's what we did, like the bigger stage, with all the production in the background. So it made you feel like a major artist, even though you're an independent artist. So that's what the winter jams did. We had like a whole backstage set up for people where they eat and drink and have a good time and then come out and rock on stage on the big stage. Yeah. So we did that too. Hmm.
Remember when you came to Atlanta and I was at your show?
Yeah. Yep. That was during the Mayweather fight. That
That was
was during the Mayweather fight.
10, how long was that? 10 years ago or something? If
Yeah, about 10 years ago.
Dang. Yeah, that's a long time. We need to actually put together a show here in Atlanta, and everybody needs to just like from the Bay come over to Atlanta. I get some Atlanta people too. You know what I mean? And just put on a whole show for real.
Let's
That'll
do it. I'm down. We call it from the Bay to the A,
exactly
or from the
from the Bay.
you know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah, from the Bay to the A, we can do that. So from the Bay to the A will be live. I'll get like the Bay Area artists together. You get the Atlanta artists together,
Mm-hmm.
and then we'll come out there and make it a whole movie out there. That'd be lit.
Exactly. Exactly.
What do you think about doing that?
I know a lot of promoters. I know people with clubs and stuff too. So we'll figure it out.
Oh yeah, let's do one at a strip club too. I could get
Mm, strip
I get some.
is iffy.
I could get a girl from P Valley to come through and perform.
That girl, yeah.
Yeah, she come through and perform. Probably bring some other people too. That'd be another little boost because they working on season 3.
And most likely it's gonna be here in Atlanta. Like
Yeah, so that'd be a good promotional deal too. I'll chop it up with her, see what's up,
yeah,
and then we can have like a season 3 thing on there.
yeah.
And yeah, that'd be big right there too.
Artists on here, if y'all know of any artist who wants to get down with that, then DM us. We'll put it together.
Yeah,
If people serious, you know what I mean?
yeah. He said start a sucker free in Atlanta. Definitely, we can do that. We can do that. Yeah, real Frisco life in Atlanta.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Man, so yeah.
We already got we be having Cali picnics every year. Did you know that?
I need to come to one of those.
Yeah, it be fly. So it don't be nothing but Cali. Like the DJs is from Cali. I forgot his name. He from LA. He got the 2 long ponytails. He's straight LA. But it's mostly LA and Oakland people that's here. It's a sprinkle of like the Bay and stuff like anyway. But it's mostly LA and Oakland. But every year Cali picnic gonna play nothing but Cali music. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Everybody is. I mean, there be Atlanta people there too, But I'm talking about when they be playing that Mac Dre, you feel
Yeah,
me?
yeah, 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 yeah.
Yo,
And get it happening. Yeah.
Taurus and like nothing. Cause I remember, oh my God, it was a little embarrassing. I was like this for him, right? So my DJ friend, he okay, that was in between sets with the LA DJs. So they let him come to get his little shine in while they set up. Why his dumb butt start playing some Atlanta music? I was like this.
Can't do that, man.
And
I might have to try to bring my DJ out there. We'll just bring the radio show out there too.
I,
I'll have my DJ come out there and open up for everybody. Yeah, he'll do it nice, man. Put my doses on the mix.
I mean,
I think that'd be fire.
it's like it's big. It's like they prepare it in like a year in advance. Like the lineup, the music, like everything. You know what I mean? It
Oh,
don't be,
okay. Yeah.
but I'm saying like they are real tough with it. You know what I mean? So and everybody just be showing love. And Atlanta people, they come,
Yeah.
they be like, okay, I want to do something today. I want to be part of something. You know what I mean?
Jumping off. Yeah. Oh, that's big. So I definitely got to see what that do. I'm gonna chime in on that.
Yeah.
See how that go, man. I definitely want to go. Let me know when it's jumping off again. I'm definitely jumping on a plane, man. I'm out there.
It's usually in the summertime. I haven't heard no talks about it, and I don't know if because of the whole COVID thing kind of shut it down because the main DJ, he's on tour right now. So
Okay.
I don't know. And what is his name? I
I'm gonna
forgot.
have to do that. I think that's gonna be fire. I'm gonna have to do that one. That's gonna be lit. I can't wait for that one to jump off. I'll probably do it next year, but that'll be lit.
And
That'll be cool. We can do that.
we just gotta like kind of do our own thing. You know what I mean? So we
Mm-hmm.
gotta.
We can do that. We'll
And
figure it out. I'll definitely do that.
I get back on the stage and
Definitely, you got to get on the stage. Definitely got to bless that stage one more time. That'll be big right there. We got to do that. I rocks with that one.
I
I
know.
rocks with that one. That's going to be lit.
And do you, a lot of people don't know, and I don't know if you realize this, but you're the one who got me acting.
I heard you say that in one of your podcasts. I think the first one. You was talking about it. I came in at towards the end of it. Towards the end of it. Yeah. You were saying I got you acting, and I was trying to think like, what did I have you acting in?
Sure. Remember, what if the streets can talk?
Oh, what if the streets could speak?
What if
Oh, yeah.
the play?
The play, yes.
So for y'all
Oh, man.
don't know, I tell the story again like I tell in my interviews, but
Yes.
Joy,
That play.
you got me. You first want to put me in the studio, so you the one who boosted up my confidence to start rapping for real, and you are the one who got me acting.
Yeah, you came with me. You came with me for like practice one time.
Yeah,
you came with me. You was rocking with me for practice, yeah. And then we ended up adding you in. Yeah.
Be in it. I'm like,
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah. Because we wrote that. We wrote like the end. I wrote the beginning of the play and I wrote the ending. The ending of the play. Yeah, I wrote the beginning of the play when it starts off, how the kid gets shot and everything like that, and then how his spirit goes to the afterlife. But, he part of the streets. So, like, the streets got him, and he's torn between staying on earth, being a lonely soul, or going to the afterlife or not. So I wrote the beginning part of it, wrote, like, how the homies used to kick it in front of the corner store, rapping. So I did all that part with my boy Sir Jouet. Shout out to him, too. He's still doing music. I was on his first album, too, actually. Killed one of his songs. Then after that, I wrote the ending of it. So if you listen to my first album, the song Rear View, with Tay Ron, with Tay. So basically, I was trying to think of some how to end the album, and then I was going through Tay notebook. He had a notepad. I was going through his notepad, and then I seen the hook. I seen the part that said, "Through my rear view, I see change." That's all he wrote. And then I was like, "What?" What? I was like, "Hey,
I
bro, this is tight. Like, we got to do something with this." And then he was like, "What?" I was like, "Bro, this is gonna be perfect. Watch, watch, repeat this." I was like, "Man, through my rear view, I see change. Through my rear view, I see change. So much change. Through my rear view, I see pain. Through my rear view, I see pain, but it's still the same." And then he was like, "Oh my God!" I was like, "Yeah, we're gonna do it." I was like, "It's gonna wrap up the whole thing. I'm finna go to the studio, make a beat." So I made the beat, brought it back. He heard the beat, he fell in love with it, and then we wrote the verse. And if you trip off that song, I only have my daughter, so I talk about her in the song. You know, uh so so I did that. And then actually they tried to take the song out the play. Try to say this the play was too long. So they tried to take the song out the play. So we had the like two promoters and a big director that directed the whole concert, the whole place. I don't know if you remember when we ran through the whole play and she had the script and the song was off and she was like, what's this song right here through my rear view that's not on here? And I was like, man, they want to take it off. And she was like, let me hear it. I give it the only chance. I was like, okay, cool, play the song. So we performed the song and we got a standing ovation from that. And she
mm,
was like, yeah, yes, yes, that's the song. That wraps it all the way up. So yeah, that's how we ended up performing it at the end. So basically that we wrapped that as it's kind of like visual. If anybody ever seen the play, and it was so big, it ended up becoming a part two. Oh shoot, T Mass, what's up with you, boy? Hey, T Mass, that's my boy, man. Doctor Mass now. He's a doctor now. He got a book. Make sure y'all go check out his book. Listen to his music. He just got back in the music game. Man, me and Mass is crazy. Me and Mass went to school together. We've actually met at night school. Uh, we met at night school. We was some bad kids, you know. We had to go to night school, so we met at night school. And he always was smart, man. He was smart. He used to always think outside the box on everything. And then actually I came to his house and before I started Deuce Pay, he was like one of the ones I did like one of my first songs with too, outside of the camp. So we did a song back in the day. It was crazy. Definitely need to link up back up with him when he get back out here too. But definitely y'all go check out T Mass, follow T Mass, y'all. Dr. Mass, man. He got his own thing, man. He got his thing going crazy right now. He got a nice book out right now. Y'all check out his book. Dr. Mass is at every Barnes and Noble. You know what I mean? See, look at me. I promote everybody, all my family, all my friends. Yeah. Check it out. He got a book at Barnes and Noble, man, everywhere. Man,
yeah,
salute, bro. For real, for real. Yeah, make sure all y'all follow T Mass, man. Yeah. I'm
definitely.
gonna tell you, man, I still got his poster back when he was rapping and when he was called himself Terror Mass. I still got his poster he signed for me.
Funny.
He signed it for me, man. Yeah. You know, like that's my brother. You know, and like that's my boy, man. I'm a fan. Also, I love him as a brother too at the same time. So it was cool. Like he signed it for me, and he was like, "What?" He's like, "What I'm signing this for you for, man?" I said, "Cause you're gonna be famous, bro." And I want to be the one that had the throw. Actually, he rocked a couple concerts with me too. When I first started promoting through my own concerts, he rocked a couple of them with me too. He did my flashing light party with me. I think he's on my White Tees and Panties first show with me. He's on. He on like a couple concerts I threw. I gotta find the flyers, man. My mom got the flyers. Yeah, throwback. Yeah. So shout out to T Mass, man. See, I could go on and on about him, man. That's my boy. Yeah. So yeah, yeah.
Anybody
That's
got
that.
any questions or anything? Pretty Tony, you gotta send me your schedule so you can get on here and represent the BMF. BMF originals.
Oh man, BMF. Man, I'm gonna tell you how big BMF is, especially in the rap game too. With me, I remember seeing BMF. Uh, BMF used to have a billboard right there on Third Street. It used
Hey,
to be right there on Third Street, and you see Meech on there with the BMF chain when he had the record label, and I was like, "What?" He was like Death Row to us, looking at that. You know what
yeah.
I mean? I was like, "Man, another black-owned company." I was like, man, I want to sign the BMF. I'm gonna sign the Death Row, and I'm gonna sign the No Limit. Then was the three, and then I was gonna call it. It's gonna be. It's gonna be called. It's No Limit to Black Mafia and Death Row.
Hey, now
That
that's
was
hard.
gonna be the name of my That was gonna be the name of my album. It was gonna be called because I was gonna sign all three of them, and they all three of them was gonna put out my album.
And all three was going
Yeah,
with the
uh,
money.
I was signing all three. I didn't care. Yeah, first artist with three of them, man. I'm telling you.
You got no money.
Hey, bro, for real, like, yeah, shout out to BMF, man. Yeah, that was a great inspiration for me too, man. Just to get, just to see that billboard, it was like, man, I'm finna have one. And then look at me, I got one in Times Square. Shit, crazy.
Yeah, no,
Shit,
no, for
crazy.
real.
Shit, crazy.
Because
Hmm.
it's like you said, black people starting something, and we just need to see. We need to somebody to start it first to say, okay, we can do it too. It's
Yeah,
possible.
it's possible. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Hmm.
And then, like, that's what Death Row was, and No Limit was to me, just to see people start something and blow that people looked at and said, nah. Remember they used to stomp out fucking Snoop Dogg CDs when it first came out, Doggy Style. They used to step all over that.
Like, and
Like they had a whole movement on that shit. Yeah, they had a movement, man. They smashed Snoop Dogg CDs. Like he's degrading women, calling women bitches and hoes and da 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 da. But that album slapped. I don't care.
that's the same thing what they did to NWA. Remember?
Yep, yep, yep. They did the same thing to NWA. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. They did that. But like it started actually that started they've been doing that to black music way in the '60s and
I
'70s.
mean, I
So like when we did
there
if
was
you trip
white face on.
yeah, if anybody followed the music, the disco era.
Mm-hmm.
The disco era, they had a disc jockey who rented out, I think it was Chicago, rented out the baseball park and threw all like the black entertainment music and disco music, like the Stevie Wonders and the Marvin Gaye CDs, and anybody go out and buy them albums and we're gonna burn it. We're gonna do a disco burn, and they did like a bonfire with all black music and disco music. Like, come on now, like that was fucked up, but they did it. It's part of history. And then it trickles down to the rap game. NWA get their album stomped and ran over. Snoop Dogg get his shit broken too and all that. But the crazy part about it, like Cube said, like, man, they bought the album, so shit, we getting money from it. Thank you. You ain't hurting me.
You put money in my pocket, okay?
Yeah, yeah, you're not hurting me. You feeding me
Right.
still. And I like my music, you feeding me. Shit, thank you. All right, you helped me go platinum just because you wanted to buy it and burn it. Like, come on now, thank you very much. I'm finna eat this steak dinner on you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You put my kids through college. Thank you.
Right. Right.
That's why they telling you to love your haters. Embrace your haters, man. Embrace your haters. Because them haters are feeding you. Trust me. They don't know. They think they not. They just hating on you. Fuck that song. But they play it, though, just to say fuck the song. You know what I mean? Hey, thank you. That's my stream right there. You know?
Exactly.
Everybody be wondering why I got so many streams on my music. It's all my haters, man. They be like, fuck, T-Roy still doing music? What are you talking about? Fuck this song.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Shit. I had a CD out. I had a CD out, right? It was my first, actually one of my first CD was my, it was fucking, it was my mixtape. I had a mixtape out. And, this girl in the hood used to play it all the time, all the time. And then the boyfriend got mad and snatched it out the CD case and broke it. So she came to me and made him buy another one from me, because he broke it. So she made him buy two. One she could slap her, and one she put it just in case he broke that one too. That's why I say, man, love your haters, man. Shit, them haters pay you, man, for real. I'm telling you, they
Yeah.
pay you. They
It is.
do.
A CD was $20.
Right.
You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
man.
$20.
Man, I should have been on the Nipsey Hustle hype, selling it for $100. Shit. Nipsey Hustle had it going. Man, he was slinging it for $100 a pop, man. Shit, $20 CDs was still cool, man. It helped out a lot. Helped out a lot. And then we ended up
buying a press machine, so we was gonna press our own CDs. We was gonna have our own little press market. We was pressing CDs for other people too. That's how you got the Spitfire one. That's from my little press market that we had. Yeah, yeah. That single. That was from the press. That was from the press machine that we had in Deuce Pay Entertainment, man, in the studio. Yep, that one. Yep, that's the one we made and pressed that up, man. That was our own. Yeah, we had our own press machine. We was pressing up our own shit and slanging it out there, man. Like entrepreneurship, man. I'm telling you, we was finna go crazy.
Cause
Crazy.
I used to burn them on my computer too and sell it. Cause you just needed the cover and make the cover
Yeah, that was it.
too.
Make the cover, yeah. So that's how we did those. Like when my first CD came out, I took it to all the bootleg homies. Everybody that was bootlegging movies and shit like that, I gave it to all of them for free and had them just sell it. I didn't care.
Yeah.
And then
to get it out there.
That was my promotions right there. Like I was like, man, if they buy a CD, tell them to give them a copy of this for free. And then that's how I got my name circulating around the Bay, like that. And then also taking it outside the Bay. You know, people taking it outside the Bay, driving, listening to it. You know, thinking about home, they pop in my first CD. So that's how I got that popping. That's how my name really got ringing around the Bay Area like that too. You know, so that was cool.
Smart. I didn't think of
Yeah. Because, you know, we used to go to the movie, man, get all the free movies, you know, buy the movies that was in the theaters and stuff, you know, the bootleg, man. So, and then get all the new CDs, the new albums that's out, you know.
It used to be like
that.
Or something like that.
Yeah. It used to be like $5. They used to be on 3rd, be on Market Street, in front of Walgreens, you know, shit like that. I went to all the bootleg mans. I used to go to the flea market, to the bootleg mans in the flea market, give them a copy, like, get this out for free. They buy 2 CDs, tell them this one's for free. Like, it's good. Yeah, so that was like a free promotional deal.
Yeah, that was smart. I'm like, why you didn't take mine? I didn't have a CD then. I didn't have a CD.
You didn't have a CD. Yeah.
Was I on the album at that time on yours?
Was you on my album?
That you did that with? Probably not, huh?
You know? No, I didn't put the one we did together. I didn't put on that album. We was working on our own album together. We was working on the TNT album, and then I ended up doing the Spitfire album. Yeah, I ended up doing the Spitfire album once I started Deuce Paid. So we started Deuce Paid, and I wanted that to be like the first project just put out there. Yeah, and I didn't link up with you on that project. But I did.
Says Deuce Paid.
Yeah, Deuce Paid Entertainment. Yeah, Spitfire. That's when you wrote a verse on that album though.
It says MySpace.
Hey, MySpace used to be lit. Hey, MySpace used to be right. MySpace used to be lit. Actually, MySpace put me on. So me rocking my CD like that, and you know everybody going to MySpace. That's how I met the promoter to put me on to start rocking this. Do my first concert with Trina was through MySpace, and also through MySpace a promoter named Jonathan Pierre. He was the one that took me from Cali to Florida and had me rock out there. It was it's called Celebrity Week. So that's how I met Biz Markie, Genuine, Tank, the N1 Boys, Morris Chestnut, Eve, next top model, Eve, you know, all of them doing that. So Eve was fire too. Like I tried to holler at Eve back then too. That shit was hella funny. She was like, if it was a little bit darker, I would mess with you. Like that. That shit was funny. That was like a nice way to turn me down. Yeah. Cause my boy Jonathan, he was darker than me. And then I was like, oh, what? And then that's when she started messing with dude from House of Pain. She started messing with dude from House of Pain at the time too. Yeah, I'm telling you, boy, that was back in the day. That was fire. That was fun. Yeah, Biz Markie, me and him was in the elevator together. He started beatboxing. I started freestyling to him while he was beatboxing in the elevator. That was like a good thing right there too. Oh, also I met Red. You remember Red from if you don't know Red from the Five Heartbeats.
Yeah.
You know, I met Red. Yeah, I met Red then too. So it was crazy. So when I saw Red, I couldn't stop laughing. I couldn't stop cheesing. And I bought him a drink. Like, here you go, bruh. And I just couldn't stop smiling. And he was like, go ahead and say it. Go ahead and say it. And I was like, what? I could say it? He was like, yes, I know you hear it all the time, man. He was like, go ahead and say it. I was like, yeah, my office hours are from 9 to 5. And he just laughed, you know, and he gave me a hug. It was cool. And, yeah, Red was cool, man. That shit was hella fun. That shit was hella funny. But it was cool. Like, I bought him a drink first, though. You know, 'cause I was staring at him, and I was like, blood, like, that's Red. He still had the Jerry curl and everything.
Wow.
That shit was hella fun. Man, I was like, no, blood, shot. Send Red a shot, whatever you want. I got it. I got you. I got you, bro. I got you. Like that. So, yeah, that was cool. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Red was funny. He was tight. Yeah.
Priscilla, why can't I meet none of these people? Cause you can't meet nobody in the house. You gotta put your
You gotta get out, man.
you got
You know what I mean? You gotta take flights, not feelings, man. That's what you gotta do, man. Take flights, no feelings, man. I'm trying to tell you. You know, explore. The one of the biggest thing a crackhead told me, man, was the world is bigger than your block. The world is bigger than your four walls in your house. I'm telling you, it's funny, huh? Yeah, crackhead told me that because I didn't want to go. I didn't want to go to my audition to play music for college, and then I wanted to hang out on the block, right? And then he came up to me and we was all talking about it, and it was like, man, why don't go? And then he was like, OG came out of nowhere. He was like, man, trying to tell you, youngster, the world is bigger than your block, man. The world is bigger than your four walls, man. I'm trying to tell you, youngster, you better get out there. You watch National Geographic, right? And I was like, yeah. He said, you could really go out there and see that stuff and really do it, man. Like, just get out, jump on a plane, watch. He said, leave for 6 months. Or actually, he said, leave for like 2 weeks, right? Come back when they already know you was gone. They'll think you was still here.
no.
So I was like, what? And real shit, though. Right? I left and went to Florida. I went to Florida for a month and came back, and everybody was like, didn't I just see you yesterday? Like, nah, bud, I've been gone for a whole month, yo. For real, bro, it's been that long. Ever since then, it's like, man, fuck that. We catching flights, not feelings, man. Fuck it. Let's go. And then it's like, yeah, start seeing everything, start seeing people. Yeah.
For real.
He said, it's the truth.
What is this person gonna do without me? And I can't leave this person, blah blah blah. And once you start leaving, you gonna stay all the time.
Yeah, stay all the time, yeah.
And they is not going.
You'll start seeing your blessings come too. It start coming, man, because everything is bigger than what you're thinking and what you're stuck in.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Because I took my motherland.
Right? You so did. Look at you. You all the way to A. The world is bigger than San Francisco. Look at you. Look at you. You know, I'm always somewhere. I'm everywhere. I'm always somewhere. Yeah.
Exactly.
I'm always somewhere. That's a good thing, though.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. Did anybody have any questions before we log off? It has been a good interview. Anything else you want to discuss?
And make sure y'all check out that Ready, Set, Go right now. That's on every platform all over. Spotify, Tidal, YouTube. Look up T-Roy aka Reezy, man. It's up there, man. Ready, Set, Go is out. Be on the lookout. Also, check out Goon Shit right now from the Goonaholics. That's Top Cat right there. That's his single. Also, be on the lookout for Fonz's single. He got one coming out called Regular next month. He also got one coming out on Monday. I forgot the name of it. Don't knock me. I've been doing so much. Also, be on the lookout for shit, damn it, I just lost it. Be on the lookout for the albums that's dropping, man. Just follow Dues Pay, man. We coming out with everything. DP Takeover, man. I'm telling y'all, man. So we got a lot of shit jumping off. We got Grown Man shit coming out. Real 2 coming out. Goons Day about to drop, man. And then also look out 20 years in the making. I can say it's been about damn near 20 years in the making. A lot of people have been waiting for it. It's coming out soon, man. It's called Cognac and Cufflinks. It's coming out soon. Trust me. Cognac and Cufflinks will be dropping soon. We got that coming. But Cognac Cufflinks is coming with a movie, written and directed by me. Also, it's put out by our first film company that we got out. Actually, we dropped our first video from our first film company we just got down. So it's called DPE Films, and we dropped our first video, me and Topcast sipping on my yak. So check out Sipping on My Yak. That's on every platform too. If you got Tidal, you can watch it on there, Apple Music. Sipping on My Yak is from DPE Films, our first, video we dropped. And then we got the movie coming out soon, Cognac Couplings movie. So it's gonna be a movie, a documentary, like I'm making of the album. So you get to follow me as I'm making the album, getting the beats together, talking to the artists, getting the artists on their tracks, stuff like that. So you get to follow that. Also it's gonna be like a miniature movie with it. And Cognac Cufflinks, man, that's the next big thing about to drop, man. My next big album. I'm gonna go crazy on it, yeah. And salute, man. Shout out to Fur, man. Well, I'm the only one I could call it Fur, man, because we go way back, like that, man. Shit, shout out to Fur, but her new name now is International Fur. Shout out to International Fur. I love you, baby girl, man. It's good. Yeah.
And you,
DP, man, you see it.
DP,
yeah.
Actor, producer,
Yeah.
artist, entrepreneur, engineer, everything.
Yeah. We wear many hats, man. Wear many hats.
Everything.
That's why I ain't got no hair, so I can wear many hats.
You ain't got no hair because you need all your
no hair. No hair. It's because I got too many hats on, man. The sun don't get down on my head. Don't get no vitamin D. Got too many hats on. Yeah, but a great interview. Thank you for having me, man. Definitely will be back on again soon. Once the more projects is dropping out. But no, it's cool. Everybody, make sure y'all go follow Fur, man. For real, it's been real. Love y'all. In a minute.
Love you.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye, y'all.